The debate continues on how to try to make schools safer, with the president calling for certain teachers to be armed.
Out of your teaching population, you have 10%, 20% of very gun-adept people. Military people, law enforcement people, they teach.
The Green Bay police chief has a different idea for our area's largest school district.
Or the Green Bay solution to this ongoing problem, and that would be to have an officer, a security officer, armed in every school, ready to respond.
Balanced coverage on the proposal and the issue, topping tonight's Fox 11 News at 9. Good evening, everyone. The chief's proposal follows that Florida high school shooting that left 14 students and 3 adults dead.
Chief Smith argues that armed security officers are the best way to protect the students in the school. But as Fox 11's Gabrielle Mays tells us, this plan will take money. She takes a look at what's next.
Green Bay Police Chief Andrew Smith says it's time for change.
We need someone there to prevent them from coming in, and if they do manage to breach that front door, someone that's going to stop them.
This proposal comes after a social media threat mentioned Green Bay schools on Wednesday and the school shooting in Florida last week. The solution, armed security officers in front of all 40 Green Bay area schools.
I think a recently retired police officer that has carried a weapon for 30 years and demonstrated 25 or 30 years of handling himself correctly or herself correctly, of being responsible, of being in crisis situations, responding properly, would be the ideal candidate for that.
So how much is something like this going to cost? Chief Smith estimates $2.5 million a year. But the next question is, who's going to pay for it?
And that's a lot of money. Maybe there's state money that the legislature would be able to give us. Maybe we'd be able to get the people in Green Bay to support something like that.
The school district is on board with the idea, but also stressed the current measures in place to help protect students.
I also want to remind our community that we engage in preparation and planning and drills, and they will continue.
In case you're wondering about those armed officers at school, Smith gives a bit more insight on his idea.
My envision of this thing is that the officer would have a sidearm and would have that sidearm with them wherever they go. If they're checking the perimeter of the school, if they're out in the parking lot, they would have that sidearm.
The chief adds he's willing to listen to members of the community, and his proposal is still in the beginning stages.
If anybody has a better idea, we'll go with the best idea wins. This isn't the, my idea or the highway.
In Green Bay, Gabrielle Mays, Fox 11 News.
You can watch the entire news conference at fox11online.com, our website. Look for the video within Gabrielle's story.